E82 PKZ. This was a EV that was back at the lot, back in our cabin point days. So the fact that I'm able to drive it and everything feels pretty good. All I know is, like, I tried to see if one of the newer ones was available, but they're still working it out. Even though they were able to put the VIA logo on them, so I guess you could put the logo on them, but you know, they don't work. But right now that car has 261 miles. What's funny is one of the driver partners said that I was too tall for that little car and everything. But if it's one thing I recall from my Scion XA, little cars work. They get in and out of traffic faster, smaller capacity, so a faster turnaround time. Working from 6:15 to 2:30. Hopefully all goes well, and altogether we'll see how it goes. 6:46 right now, and I'm over here in the Thomas area. Like, it's weird because I don't know if it's the Greenville area or not, but either way, like, just got a tire pressure warning where basically the front side passenger tire is now down to 28. So, you know, just gonna head back to the lot. They put me as unavailable right now, so gonna head back. Shanuda will fill it up, and yeah, because I thought everything was good. And the fact that, like, the range is now at 274 and everything, hey, I'll take it. Because yeah, this is a good vehicle to drive. Like, the electric cars, again, they're my favorite to drive in the VIA fleet. 7:45, got air filled up, and I just finished an RER over here to the country road area. Like, side note to all the driver partners that have to drop off people around here, before you drop them off, just simply ask post office or Goya, and they'll let you know. Oh, and everything. And yeah, so, you know, it's kind of funny because of the fact that, like, when I was on my way back to the lot and everything, like, I was trying to save some money. Because I was like, instead of getting myself some vitamin water like I normally would, might as well just have some water with lemon juice as electrolytes. The thing is that my Contigo cup kind of opened up a little bit inside my lunch bag. Some lemon water got on the chair and everything, and all of a sudden, like, the sensor all of a sudden thought that I had, like, a big 10-year-old next to me that wet himself. So, man, it kind of stinks and everything. And not to mention, I think this is the oldest electric car in our fleet, so it's bound to have, like, some older issues and everything. All I know is I love that it has an auto hold button. Like, that's my favorite feature inside of a lot of these newer cars. But said all that to say, now I got a 3-stop local that should take me over to Exchange Place. I'm definitely gonna need to put my stuff in the back seat in the long run and everything. And yeah, let's continue. 9:03 right now, and I'm over here in the historic downtown area. And I'm confident it's the historic downtown area because I got a lot of friends that, you know, they'll live and volunteer around here. So, just the morning is going pretty good. It's just, I know it will be around the time that I'm going home when the sky is gonna open up and it's gonna rain down hard, which I'm not looking forward to. It stinks when that happens, but hey, it is what it is. All I know is now I got a 3-stop local. Basically what happened before the hard cut is there was one 3-stop local which got me over to Exchange Place. That ended up becoming an express run because the one girl, I had to drop off one person at Newport and then another at Washington. The one that I had to drop off at Washington was smart and got out right away and used that underpass that gets you between the street and the light rail station. So, you know, because I love having smart passengers. I'm sorry to say it. It's not that I don't have dumb passengers all the time, but basically, like, ones that is able to rationalize, oh, it'd be better. Like, girl was literally reading a hardcover book. So she's smarter than me to a degree. Like, everything I read is electronic. Even like, I read the Bible on my phone, people. So that's just one for instance. So So next got this 3-stop local that should take me, ironically, back over to Newport. 9:37 right now, and I normally have one shot as a potential backup thumbnail shot, but whenever I drive the EVs, I think wherever I have a chance to park and everything ends up being the thumbnail shot for the video, only because it's not like how it is back at the lot. Because once when I get back to the lot in a regular van, when it's a regular van, I can just simply park, take the picture if the next driver isn't there. Ooh, penny. Basically, sorry, got distracted. It's like finding money wherever I can, people. Basically, when I'm able to get back to the lot in a regular van, it's easy to take the shots there. But with the electric cars, ideally it's best to pull back up to where the EVs are parked at, and then try to plug it up and charge it immediately. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, just like for those of y'all that already have an electric car. Like, I have a few friends that have some and everything. Ironically, they're all Teslas. Like, all the friends I know with EVs have Teslas. Cause like, not even what I have right now, which is basically the Hyundai Kona. Someone dropped it back. Oh well. Yeah, what I was telling one driver partner this morning, because like the fact that I'm over 6'3" and I'm in a small compact vehicle for today, like people highly underestimate the benefits of being in these smaller cars. Like basically like the way it's able to maneuver in and out of traffic so easily and stuff, like, and not to mention, and driving the EVs is pretty much like driving the wheelchair vans because of the small capacity. The smaller the capacity, the easier you're able to get, and the faster the turnarounds are. That's literally the one thing I miss about driving the wheelchair vans and everything. The reason why I'm not going back into them is because I realized when it came to the training, there are certain things that I may be uncomfortable with regards to assisting one in a wheelchair. Granted, ones we have in a wheelchair are rare, but at the same time, it's always best to be ready. Okay, so I got a passenger that's over in the Journal Square neighborhood, and I got to take them to the Journal Square Transit Center. So it's a little crazy to describe, but at the same time, one thing I love about having an electric car is the fact that, like, and everyone with EVs know this, like, unlike a hybrid vehicle like this Sienna right here, or a regular gas car, wait, I think that's a Accord hybrid. Either way, like, you always feel the gear shifts, but with an electric car, no motor, so it feels like a jet on a runway. It's amazing. I love driving these things. Okay, 10:22 right now, and I'm over here in the Greenville area, literally around the corner from the old lot on Iggy, which I still miss and still have nostalgia for. But the thing is that I always miss it until I'm behind a slow driver going under the speed limit, and then it's like I don't miss it anymore. So the one thing I just had just now that has so far never happened to me, but I know it happens to every bus driver and almost every locomotive engineer, because I remember one time when Dad operated a train to Hempstead and he had to call out that it was the last stop. I had a sleeping passenger just now. I pull up to the destination, I'm like, it was dropping you off here. Like, at first I thought dude was on his headphones, because I'm sorry, there are some people that are just stuck on their phone, distracted or whatever, and I just want to grab their phone and, you know, smash it, run it over a few times and put a bullet in its mouth. Anyway, so basically when I saw that he was sleeping, I was like, sir, I literally had to get out and open the door for him and everything. So, you know, that was that. So now I got a shuttle that should take me over to the Journal Square area, and we'll see. We'll see if it stays as a shuttle. I doubt it. 11:03 right now, and turns out I made a mistake. I thought I was going to be in the Journal Square area, but I'm more so in the Heights. But I'm kind of mad at Via right now because of the fact that, you know, I was trying to like book for work next week, and the one ideal shift that I need in order to be able to, you know, get a decent paycheck and everything, and it's not available and stuff. Like, basically both days next week I'm going to be working till 2 p.m, which is ridiculous. Like, seriously, Via, like, what are y'all doing? Like, every month there's a potential of, you know, just having a decent runs or whatever, and y'all always have to mess it up. Like, yeah. All I know is I'm listening to a brand new playlist and everything. Like, it's so funny because, like, am I still in the middle of working on Project Gummy Bears? Yes. Y'all want to know about Gummy Bears further? I have a chat that's available to all paid members and non-members, or whoever, available on my Patreon page. Just go to patreon.com/Dream Journal Projects. But basically, said all that to say that I started working on like 2 different concepts and everything. One for a future book, which is my idea for a retro-futuristic city set in the space age. And then another retro-futuristic city set more so in the Y2K futurism era. Basically, today I made a playlist based. I'm playing a playlist based on the latter, and one of the songs I was playing just before I started is "This Is the Future" by Owl City. Now, yes, Owl City was able to like be more popular after the Y2K futurism era. But you gotta understand, this is what I grew up on and everything. This is really why, this is one of the reasons why I became a futurist to begin with. Just around this time period, really between the mid to late 90s, around the time I was born, to mid 2004. To the mid 2000s, that was the idea of, you know, just, you know, everything trying to have a like a nice futuristic looking aesthetic and everything. Like, when I was a kid, there was people that looked to the future with optimism, a sleek, clean look that looked all modern and elegant and cool and everything. And you know, it just looked. When I was a kid, the future was going to be great and everything. Now, I'm confident that the future will be great, not by anything man will do. I'm sorry. Like, let's just say God will make the future better. But only because, the reason why I say that is because we live in a world where anything great will always be perverted in one way or another. Like, the debate, for instance, over AI. I admire using AI. When it comes to a lot of my Spotify playlists, a lot of the covers that I make is straight up AI. I'll admit it. The thing is that unfortunately we live in a world where, whoa, I just noticed this part popped off a bit. Wow. That's insane. Wow. Anyway, said all that to say that I was in the middle of, yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted by this piece. I was like, I hope I didn't do anything, and I know I didn't do anything. Anyway, like, my thing is with regards to AI, like, while there are some people that try to use it for good reasons and everything with good intentions, there are others that end up misusing it for whatever and stuff. I'm not gonna go into much detail, but unfortunately, we live in a world where you don't need to imagine what people would use with AI. And not to mention the fact that there were some people that committed suicide because of certain individuals misusing AI. But said all that to say that I now got a 2-stop local that'll take me over to the Newport area, and we'll see how that goes. 11:41 right now. I'm over here at Hartsmith's Cove, and basically I got a warning signal mentioning about the brake lights on the rear, which I'm kind of sad about, because again, I love driving the electric cars. I'm like, well, this ain't the first one I had in a while, because I literally drove a newer one last month, and like the fact that I had time to show y'all the thumbnail for that video just now. Anyway, said all that to say that, you know, day's going good. Thankfully, right now I have no passengers. I am gonna call up Via and let them know. If I have to bring it back to the lot, so be it. But if I can still drive it, okay. But you know, I'm leaving it up to them first, like if it's safe to bring it back to the lot or not. I mean, if it's safer to bring it back to the lot and look for a different vehicle, which I'm not looking forward to, because it annoys me. Like all the changes to save money, even though like the funding is still going to continue for the platform. I'm like, Via, what are you doing? And also, why is there a ShopRite logo on this building? And mind you, there's a ShopRite over here. Is the ShopRite going to move to the newer facility, a newer place or something? I don't know. But so let's say I'm gonna call up Via by the next hard cut. Either I'll be back at the lot or back in another part of the city. Okay, so yeah, I'm back at the lot, and basically, I'm a little bit annoyed right now because, you know, none of the other electric cars are available. That would have been nice, but at least I was able to get a Honda, specifically Supermodel B74 UPZ. Only thing is, both rear tires are flat, and can't go anywhere until they're filled up. Shanuta's not here, so I have no choice but to, like, they gave me the option of going to the gas station, but frankly, I don't know where there's a nearby gas station that provides free tire pressure that I would have to use my own money to fill up, because I remember back when I had a tire issue going on with my truck, and basically I had to put quarters in and everything, and you know, it was my own vehicle. So basically said all that to say that I'm gonna use my own pump, which I have no choice but to do. It happens. So just gonna use this and basically fill this up, and then I'm gonna be put back on as available again. It's just right now I'm really annoyed. Like on one hand, I'm happy this company's still being around, but on the other hand, like it is a toxic boyfriend at best, or a toxic girlfriend. Like whatever. Like I'm just really annoyed, but you know, just gonna fill up these tires again with my own pump, and we'll see. So just as I'm able to get back to the lot, I mentioned about the tire pressure issue because I went to the gas station as they wanted me to, and unfortunately the air pump isn't working. So oh my god, I've never been so angry driving a Honda before in my life, and I love driving the Hondas at work and everything. And mind you, I prefer the electric cars. Like if Rust Bucket was still working, and I call it Rust Bucket because that's our oldest EV in the fleet, it could have been good today. I could have been somewhere in the city, mentioned that I got about 1 hour left and everything, because I have 1 hour left. But said all that to say that I now got a Toyota C85 UPZ, because I'm sorry, at this point I'm like, give me the most durable vans in the fleet, and that is hands down a Toyota. Like everything looks good. I mean, granted, some of the seats are a bit gross. It's funny, there's a friend of mine where Both she and her husband was able to log on to Zoom Sunday night for Grandma's memorial, and basically, make the long story short, she checks out my Via vlogs from time to time and everything. I hope it's okay that I mention her on YouTube, but I'm not gonna say her name, of course, first, because I don't have her consent with that. But make the long story short, she checked out some of my vlogs, and I even point out how disgusting some of the vans are. One thing I wish though with the Toyotas is that I wish the floor was a bit more durable with the heels and everything. First off, I would be shocked if I see any driver partners driving with high heels and everything. But then again, there are certain things that surprise me about some of the driver partners, which I'm not going to go into detail about. But hey, at least I don't have, like, it's funny that, you know, I was able to get my stuff out of Supermodel, move it back here to my truck. Yes, I was able to conveniently get the van parked right next to where I am. So at least I don't have to go far. I'm still gonna set up, even though it's literally just for 1 hour that I'm gonna be driving. I wouldn't be surprised if I drive one passenger or no passengers. Honestly, I will take driving no passengers. Nothing against the people of Jersey City and everything. I've gotten cool with them. Some gotten cool with me and everything. Some, you know, I'm happy they moved. But basically, it's just this morning was a lot. Turn this up to 70, rotate the air in here. So I went from an electric car to a gas vehicle to a hybrid all in one day. And I refuse to drive a Chrysler. Like, X88 RXS is available, Leia. The thing is that I know, if I'm correct, that's one of our wheelchair vans, and I don't drive the wheelchair vans anymore. Again, what I miss is them having the same capacity as the electric cars, but you know, gotta take care of this slash drive. I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. But at the same time, really relieved, because at least I know I got a pretty good van and everything. And as far as durability, like, that is one thing that every Toyota is known for and everything. Like, my mom still has her Camry that's still running great and everything. My first car was an XA, and a Scion XA, which is the Scion equivalent of a Toyota Yaris, which is discontinued. So I guess same engine as the Corolla, I don't know. And my dad's first SUV was a RAV4. So we've grown accustomed to how durable Toyotas are and everything. And honestly, there are some aspects of Toyota that I admire over Ford. I love my Ford Escape, don't get me wrong. Like she and I are staying for as long as possible, staying together for as long as possible. But yeah, okay, let's see if I got any passengers. Look, I might get no passengers because it's right now 1:51. So I'm just going shopping. Like, I told my parents that I was gonna do that because last week I was able to get some cake icing from Walmart, because initially I was gonna make myself a lemon cake, an eggless lemon cake. The problem is that I didn't get a chance to bake the cake. So, you know, it wasn't last week, it was more so 2 weeks ago. It's just, I don't want the cake icing so bad, so I'm like, let me just get some cake batter. Let me get some cake mix, some cake batter and everything. It's not like the eggless cake I was able to make earlier this year. Here, make the long story short, around the time the Super Bowl happened, and man, to show how much time has changed within a short frame of time, my parents were heading out of town to Georgia just to check on grandma. And yes, I'm referring to my grandmother that passed away earlier this month. So basically, make the long story short, alright, I was able to make myself an eggless cake with literally five ingredients, 5 basic ingredients and everything. I was in the middle of making the icing thing. It didn't turn out too well, so I ordered some from DoorDash from a nearby discount store. And eventually I was able to make the cake. And, you know, make the long story short, the rest is history as far as that cake is concerned. The cake was pretty good and everything. Honestly, the texture felt more brownie-like, but, you know, it was nice to say the least. But yeah, I don't think I will have any passengers for right now. If I do, I will literally move the car back over and head back in the van. But if not, I might as well just do some shopping before the rain comes and everything, because I heard it's supposed to be heavy, and I don't think I want to stay around. I don't want to take any chances. Yeah, I was trying to make myself some lemon cake, so I don't see any lemon cake over here, but we'll see. So I'm back, and I love the fact that I was able to park the van next to the EV that I drove earlier. Hopefully Rust Bucket's brake lights could get checked out and everything, because this is a good van to drive. Alright, so is Supermodel, and so is the Toyota that I driven. I've forgotten the nickname I've given C85, and frankly at this point I don't care right now. Oh my goodness. And yes, I moved my truck, because what happened was, while I was in the middle of shopping, I'm like, okay, I got time, no more passengers for today, the day's good. I'm like, let me just continue shopping. I looked through the app, and you know, it's good to check periodically. All of a sudden I had a pickup at the PATH station, but at the Newport PATH station and everything. I'm like, oh man. And so I'm moving as fast as I can. And like, only register that was open were self-checkouts and everything. Thankfully I was able to go through the self-checkout. I got myself a 6-pack of vitamin water. Only because of the fact that I just want to make sure that I am good and ready for, like, you know, the next few work days and everything. Because I tried the lemon water, but the fact that some of it spilled over. Oh, there's still ice in here. Good. Like, the lemon water itself works, but the container that I had it in bites. Like, it's normally the container that I have my vegan smoothie, which I didn't make last night. Like, it was a long day yesterday. I was with some friends in Journal Square, and we were just taking care of a lot, and came back home exhausted to a point where, you know, I was like I was doing everything I could to stay as cool as possible, while at the same time, you know, just winding down, getting ready for work the next day. And basically, like, the fact that I wasn't assigned a vehicle until this morning. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna drive. I come here this morning and, you know, see all, basically, it had to be almost similar to a standby shift and everything. But, you know, I called them up, and it's like, can you see which vehicles are available? First with E82 with Rust Bucket. Well, she wasn't the first one I chose. I actually wanted to drive one of the newer electric cars, but none of them are set up as of yet. So, you know, Rust Bucket was at the lot. It was my first time driving her. Or, sorry, I just hit my phone just now. And like, and, you know, it was all good up until noon, when out of nowhere she started having issues with the brake lights. So I called them up. Like, that's a case where they don't even say, oh, they don't they'll say, is it still safe for, do you still feel safe driving that vehicle? They just tell you, take the pictures and drive back to the lot. So I did. End up with Supermodel. Oh, like all flats in the rear. To say I was frustrated was an understatement. And everything. I went to the Valero station where their one air pump doesn't work, so I drive back, and then I have the Toyota with absolutely no passengers. Now, this is not my first time being assigned a vehicle, and I had absolutely nobody. Like, wait, Shanuda got a new ride? Shanuda, our supervisor, did he get rid of the Camry? Oh snap. Okay, so, you know, make the long story short, like, it's just, like, the morning was excellent and everything. Like, I'm still listening to that playlist that I mentioned earlier about my Y2K Future City. And, yeah, I'm just enjoying that. And, it's right now 2:35. Normally, I would leave a little bit later. It's just, there's going to be a big rainstorm this afternoon, and I just want to, frankly, just get home before the storm happens. Like, it should be starting around the time I will be back over the Bayonne Bridge. And, yeah. Like, in a way, I'm kind of happy that no one got in the van when I had some groceries and everything from the store. If it's one thing I will definitely never put in a work vehicle, and I don't encourage this for Via or for anything, is alcohol. I refuse to purchase Moscato or whatever while I'm in my work vehicle. My personal vehicle, okay, but never, ever, ever a work vehicle. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to overemphasize it. It's just, that's a chance that I do not want to be taking and everything, because it could represent me. It can misrepresent myself, the company, and my family in more ways than one. So that's that. Ready to go home, ready to relax. Hopefully I was able to beat the rain, but we'll see. See y'all later.